So, ladies and gentlemen, gamers are no longer satisfied just seeing pronouns removed from gaming. They want to see body type A and body type B removed as well. And they say that it's because it's a signal to DEI, it's a signal to virtue, it's a signal to we're part of this group, we're part of this cult, we're part of this mentality. And people have identified that as a major problem, the same way that they identify pronouns as a problem. So, this is something to take seriously if you're a company. Because no matter what your game is, you can immediately generate bad will with the mere inclusion of this. And whether you think that it's valid or not is completely and totally irrelevant. This decision to add body type A and B does not help your game. It doesn't help the bottom line. It doesn't help your community, your fan base. It doesn't do anything other than to create a problem where one did not exist. You are either male or you're female. Body type A and body type B, you're not fooling anyone. And so what these companies need to get familiar with and they need to get comfortable with is the fact that by including this in your game, you are going to immediately put eyeballs on your product, but not in a good way. So Bandai Namco released this. Percy Papa is here to educate all sinners on how they can best contribute, blah, blah, blah. Basically, updates and improvements coming in Freedom Wars Remastered. This is coming 1/10/25, so it was out 3 days ago. This post was January 7th, 2025. Now, at about 4 minutes and 10 seconds into this 5-minute and 20-second trailer, they show some of the customizations. And I want you to take a look and we'll
It will also come with many customizations which were distributed as additional contents in the original game. The voice...
This is it right here. So, Type B Voice 1, Type B Voice 2, Type B Voice 3, Type B Voice 4, Type A Voice 1. I want you to listen to the Type B voices and then they're going to play one of the Type 1 voices.
Voices for the accessories have also been renewed, offering a total of 8 different types to choose from.
Abductor detected.
Abductor detected.
Also,
Yeah. So obviously the Type A voices are male and the Type B voices are female. You're not fooling anyone with this. And what I will say is the moment that you do this, the moment that you include this, you are going to generate immediate bad will. You are going to affect your sales in the negative by doing this. As inconsequential as you may think it is, like, oh, this isn't a big deal. It is a big deal. Gamers don't want it. They've made that abundantly clear. So if you ignore that, you do it at your own peril, your own financial peril. Because the goal should be, okay, well, we're going to remaster this game. We want as many people to come into this and buy it. But if you add Type B, as opposed to female voice 1, female voice 2, male voice, it's made to be more confusing because you're pandering to mentally ill freaks in the West when those people shouldn't be pandered to. They should be ostracized. They should be excluded, removed. They should not be catered to in this way. So the appropriate thing to do would be to remove this. Female voice 1, female voice 2, male voice 1, male voice 2. That's really what it is. And if you don't understand that, if that's too complicated for you, look at some of the comments. DEI detected. Who demands the Type A and Type B change from male to female? Who does it help? Why did you do it? 1.7 thousand upvotes. Type A/Type B. You mean male and female. What is this stupid nonsense? Nearly 1,000 upvotes. And keep in mind, the post itself has like 544 upvotes. So this is getting ratioed because people do care about it. And they don't want to see this shit in the game. There are men and women, not A and B. Cut the virtue singling BS and make a good product instead of a soapbox for ideology. Mr. Obvious comes in. You will put back male or female, or I won't buy your stupid games. I won't even pirate them. If type B isn't female, then why can't you see the chest? You cover up the chest because it's female. Go woke, go broke. That's actually a very good point. They cover up the chest because it's female breasts. It's not man boobs, because they have no problem showing man boobs. It's women's breasts, and we know it. That's why they do it. We know type B is female. You're not fooling anyone. You're not clever. You're not slick. Everyone sees through you, and they make fun of you because it's so unbelievably pathetic. It's male and female, you mentally ill, radical, left idiots. Sounds like a post from me. The good news, this mental illness, better known as trans, is about to be eradicated at the end of January. Oh, because Trump is getting in? All these corporate, radical, left slop companies, like Bandai Namco, will soon learn an important lesson. This is from Free Think with an AI-generated avatar. Which I'm not knocking shade at. I do the same thing. What the F is type B and type A voices? Are you as scared of males and females? Because if that's the case, I'm also scared of giving you money. I'll identify as non-binary, and somebody went in and made the correction. Female voice 1, male voice 1, which is what it should be. Bro, what's a type B? So basically, it's almost uniformity in consensus that people hate this. So why would you do it? You're going to immediately generate bad will. Really leaning into the re-education aspect of the A and B. So everything about this is generating bad will. So don't do it. If you're a company, don't do it. Don't put yourself in this position for no upside. There's no benefit. There's none. There is no advantage to you. You are putting yourself on the back foot for no gain. So that would be my advice to you, is to reevaluate what your priorities are. Are you looking to sell a game to your core audience? Because if you are, then the appropriate thing to do would be to remove wokeness like it's cancer from a human body. People don't just affirm cancer and the cancer is a part of me now. So we have to accept it as it is. No, you go through chemotherapy, you get surgery to get it removed. You do whatever you can to purge it by any means necessary. And that's the way you've got to treat this wokeness DEI crap, because it's going to spread and it's going to infect and it's going to cause major, major damage. And so you have to think about, what is your ultimate goal? Well, your ultimate goal is to make money, to sell a product, to appeal to your investors, to increase the reputation of your brand. Like, if you need an example in real time, I could pull up Ubisoft if you want. Ubisoft had every opportunity in the world to succeed. And yet they failed spectacularly. Doubled and tripled down on that failure. I mean, you had an open world Star Wars game. It's almost impossible to mess that up. BioWare had an open world Star Wars game with Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic was a masterpiece. But what did you do? You made Star Wars Outlaws. It was embarrassing. It was an unfinished, rushed, illogical mess. It was poorly designed. It had a female main character, which is never something that you should do by default. But you decided to do it, and it failed miserably. And you decided, you know what? We want to follow that up. We want to follow that up with Assassin's Creed Shadows, which you've now delayed twice. And the second delay was to March 20th, 2025, which is the 30th year anniversary of one of the biggest terror attacks in Japanese history. I mean, so you have a choice. You can either be a company that respects and listens to its fans, that gives them what they want, that removes all forms of wokeness and DEI from the games. You can be, ironically, a company like NetEase, which gave us Marvel Rivals, as much as I hate to say it, a game that is aesthetically beautiful, a game that's fun to play, taking the world by storm, making millions and millions of dollars hand over fist. Or you can be an Ubisoft. The choice is really yours, but the choice should be very simple. Always give the audience what they want. And that isn't body type A and B. That isn't changes to censor or curate or alter or bastardize or localize or anything that would taint the product. People want a pure product. They want something that makes them feel like they're getting an authentic experience that's free from the sort of disease and rot of these mentally ill left-wing freaks. You saw in your own comment section, you would have to be blind to ignore it. You would have to be absolutely blind. The solution is so simple. Don't do it. Remove body type A and B and make it absolutely unthinkable for a company to do that. I think that Blizzard should change it. I think that all companies should change it. It should be male and female. Simple as. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. It's a bit of a shorter one, but I think that this was an important topic to get on the books because it needs to be abundantly clear that this is unacceptable and that if you as a company want to do business in the gaming space, that you have to follow a certain set of rules. And those certain set of rules, very simple, that you do not pander to an outside foreign group of mentally ill Twitter freaks that are biologically illiterate that want to restructure and reshape, the civil society in the West to pander to some sort of anti-human, communistic, degenerate, disgusting, subhuman, demonic cult. It's actually very, very simple, and it should be the standard to do the opposite of what these people are suggesting. Anyway, that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.